Welcome YouTube family. Today we are here to talk about an issue that a lot of women deal with, and that is birth control. And this video is just going to talk about my personal experiences with the different types of birth control that I've used. Keep in mind, I am not a medical professional, so I cannot tell you anything about these medications other than how they worked for my own personal body. But I did think that it was important to talk about, how my body responded to the various different types of birth control, just in case other people are wondering as well, and if they're going through some of the same types of experiences. So I will say that I started birth control probably around, I guess maybe like 21, 22, somewhere around there, I believe, because I wasn't really having sex before then. However, when I first started, I started on the pill, and I didn't really have any problems with the pill. The major problem that I had was that I would get very, very nauseous on the pill. So to combat that, I would just take the pill in the evening times, like right before I went to bed, and so that kind of helped with the nauseousness. But I started to get, where you miss pills, and I was like, okay, I'm really not trying to be pregnant because I was in college, undergrad then. So I said, all right, let's try something else. And I decided to try the depot shot. Now, the depot shot, everybody says that the depot shot helps you gain weight. Well, it makes you gain weight because most people don't want to gain weight when they get on it. But you gain weight, and you get it every 3 months. So it's a little longer term, and you don't have to worry about taking a pill every day. Perfect, right? Well, first off, I didn't gain not an ounce of weight, which I was really pissed about. And then second off, I had a period for the first 6 months that I was on the depot shot. So that means that I took 2 rounds of depot shots. And for the first 6 months, I had a period throughout that entire time. My period would go off for maybe like a day, and then it would come back on. And so I was literally bleeding for 6 months straight. Can you imagine how fatigued a person would feel if they were literally just bleeding for 6 months? So I did the depot for a year, and then finally I was just like, I can't do this. I can't keep doing this. So I decided that I was going to go back to the pill. Of course, go back to the pill. So I go back to the pill, but the same issues of not really taking it regularly, being on, off. And then finally I just said shoot, and I didn't even go back and get any more pills. Which brings us to my little blessing of joy, Miss London. Yes, that is how she got here, because mommy and daddy were, they were trying to be safe by using the pull-out method or, condoms that, you may or may not use. Right, yeah, okay. So after I had London, I was like, okay, I'm definitely not going, I don't want to go through this anytime soon again. So we need to get back on some type of birth control. So because I had a baby, the doctor said that I was, perfect candidate for the Mirena IUD. And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. 5 years, you don't have to take a pill, you don't have to get a shot. Yes, let's do it. And of course I asked about some of the, side effects, because I knew that I had went through that once before with the shot. And so she was like, no, there's not really any side effects with Mirena, da-da-da-da. So I got on the Mirena. And for the most part, I thought it was fine. I didn't really see too many problems with it. But then I started noticing that what seemed like postpartum shedding was going on and on and on. And postpartum shedding usually happens like for most people around your edges, Well, for me, in the middle of my scalp, my hair was breaking off. So I'll have to insert a clip, you know, up here of how my hair looked. But I had long hair, and so it was just breaking like in half, cutting in half. So I had strands that, you know, might be as long as my finger right here in the middle, just sitting, you know, just breaking off sections that were like that. And so for the longest, I could not figure out why my hair was just breaking off. What was making it break off? And it was so frustrating. I was trying, you know, taking biotin pills, you know, using Jamaican castor oil, trying all these different remedies to make my hair grow back, because I just thought that I had an extended postpartum shedding going on. Well, one day it's just like a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, all of this started happening after you got the Mirena. So I started doing some digging to look up, you know, other people's symptoms to see if anybody else had the same symptoms as me. And come to find out, other people did. Not only that, but they were also having the mommy brain that I was having, where I couldn't remember simple words. You know, I also had like some weird type of cramps that would come not when my period was on, a type of pain that I've never felt before that was, you know, happening as well. And I knew it had to be because of the Mirena. I could feel in my side where, you know, it was coming from. So I had the Mirena for over a year, and then I just decided, you know what, I'd rather have my hair. So I went back to the doctor and I was like, I want to take the Mirena out. And so she was like, okay, well, you know, what other birth control might you be interested in? So she started talking to me about the NuvaRing, and I was like, lady, I am not putting that up inside me. I just want you to know. And she's like, no, it's safe. You or your partner can do it. I said, look, it's not happening. So just put me back on the pill. She's like, but you know, the pill, you know, the problem is that you might not take it. I said, I'm going to take it. I'm going to adult up and take it, because I'm not going to have another kid. Not right now. So, every night at 11 p.m., the little nice alarm goes off on my phone and tells me that I need to take my birth control pill. Because mama needs her hair, mom needs her brain and her memory, so that she can take care of beautiful baby London. So like I said, this is just my personal experience with birth control. Right now I'm back on the pill. I haven't really had any problems, not even with the nausea. So I'm probably just gonna stick with the pill. Cause right now, extended birth control just doesn't seem to work for my body. But what I will say is that before you get on any type of birth control, you know, talk to your doctor, but also just go and look up some of the side effects that other people have had, just so that you can be informed. I didn't really do that for the Mirena, and I probably should have, and so that's probably, you know, why. But I just come to the conclusion that I should just stick with, you know, the daily type of birth control, and that's what works for my body. So, like I said, this was just an information video so that you guys can know about some of the possible effects that birth control can have, so you can make an informed decision, because of course we don't need any babies out here who have parents that cannot raise them. The world is full of children already who need love. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys come back. Hopefully maybe I'll do a video over this beauty look that I did. Fenty Beauty, you know, it's killing the game right now. Foundation and concealer. But until next time, love you guys.